Hello everyone, this is Grace Lu Arwapelye, the leader of this group, and for today's video, we are going to talk about the endocrine system and how it uses glands to produce hormones. What is endocrine system? The word endocrine derives from the Greek words endo meaning within and krinis meaning to secrete. The endocrine system is made up of glands that produce and secrete hormones, chemical substances produced in the body that regulate the activity of cells or organs. These control many different bodily functions including respiration, metabolism, reproduction, sensory perception, movement, sexual development, and growth. Hormones are produced by our glands and sent into the bloodstream to the various tissues in the body. They send signals to those tissues to tell them what they are supposed to do. There are a total of 9 endocrine glands where hormones are produced, stored, and released. Each gland produces one or more hormones which go on to target specific organs and tissues in the body. The first one is the pituitary gland, or also known as the master gland in our body, which produces many hormones that signal other glands like the thyroid, parathyroid, adrenal, and pineal glands to make their own hormones. They also produces follicle-stimulating hormone, which helps regulate growth and trigger sexual maturity. The pituitary gland is divided into two parts, the anterior lobe and the posterior lobe. Let's start with the anterior lobe that produces the following hormones, which are regulated by the hypothalamus. The first one is the growth hormone that stimulates growth of bone and tissue. The second one is the thyroid stimulating hormone, or TSH, that stimulates the thyroid gland to produce thyroid hormones. The third one is the adrenocorticotropin hormone, or the ACTH, that stimulates the adrenal gland to produce several related steroid hormones. The fourth one is the luteinizing hormone, or LH, and follicle-stimulating hormone, or FSH, that controls sexual function and production of the sex steroids, estrogen, and progesterone in females, or testosterone in males. The last one is the prolactin, that stimulates milk production in females. The second one is the posterior lobe, that produces following hormones, which are not regulated by the hypothalamus. The first one is the antidiuretic hormone, or vasopressin, that controls water loss by the kidneys. And the second one is the oxytocin, that contracts the uterus during childbirth and stimulates milk production. The second endocrine gland is the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is located in the lower central part of the brain. This part of the brain is important in regulation of satiety, metabolism, and body temperature. Hypothalamus is considered as part of the endocrine gland because of its work in our brain. It also releases hormones that signal secretion of stimulating hormones. It is also responsible of maintaining our body's internal balance, which is known as homeostasis. The third one is the parathyroid glands. The parathyroid glands are two pairs of small glands embedded in the surface of the thyroid gland, one pair on each side. They release parathyroid hormone, which plays a role in regulating calcium levels in the blood and bone metabolism. The fourth one is the pancreas. The pancreas is an elongated organ located towards the back of the abdomen behind the stomach. It regulates our blood sugar by releasing two different hormones called insulin, which acts to lower blood sugar, and glucagon, which acts to raise blood sugar. The fifth one is the thymus gland. It produces and secretes thymosin, a hormone necessary for T-cell development and production. The thymus is special in that, unlike most organs, it is at its largest in children. Once you reach puberty, the thymus starts to slowly shrink and become replaced by fat.
Hi everyone, I am Princess Shaiba Tipotuan and I'm going to discuss the other 5 glands of endocrine system. Let's start with thyroid gland. This gland is located in the front part of your neck. It produces thyroid hormone, which is important for metabolism. But too much thyroid hormone can cause hyperthyroidism. A condition happens when this gland produces more hormone than normal. The common symptoms includes fatigue, nervousness, weight loss, diarrhea, fast heart rate, issues tolerating heat, and trouble sleeping. This can be caused by a range of things, including autoimmune condition like Graves' disease, an autoimmune disorder and commonly form of hyperthyroidism. In people with this disease, the immune system attacks the thyroid, which causes it to produce more thyroid hormone than normal. When this gland doesn't make enough thyroid hormone, you may have a condition called hypothyroidism. The commonly symptoms includes fatigue, slow heart rate, weight gain, constipation, issues tolerating cold, dry skin, irregular periods for women, and fertility issues. The difference between the two is that hypothyroidism happens more slowly, while hyperthyroidism happens more faster. Next is the adrenal gland. This gland is located on the top of each kidney. It produces hormones called cortisol and affects your metabolism and sexual function. When this gland don't produce enough cortisol or aldosterone, you might have Addison's disease. The symptoms include fatigue, weight loss, abdominal pain, low blood sugar, nausea or vomiting, diarrhea, irritability, a craving for salty foods, and irregular periods for women. There is also called Cushing syndrome. It happens due to high level of hormone cortisol. The symptoms includes weight gain, irregular periods, fatty deposits in the face, in midsection, or in shoulder. Take note that every morning, the level of our cortisol is increasing. It is the hormone that boosts our energy and alertness for the day. It is also called stress hormone. And the next, the pineal gland. This gland produces hormone called melatonin that helps your body to get ready to go to sleep. Our sleeping hormone is called melatonin. It only releases in nighttime and stops until our eyes senses the daylight. Next is the ovaries. In women, the ovaries secrete estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone. These hormones help develop breasts at puberty, regulate the menstrual cycle, and support a pregnancy. Then there is a syndrome called polycystic ovary syndrome, an imbalance of reproductive hormones that can cause your ovaries to either not make an egg or not release it during ovulation. This control of your periods cause an acne and make hair to grow on your face and chin. And lastly, testes in men. The testes produce the male sex hormone called testosterone and produce sperm. It helps them to grow facial and body hair at puberty. Then there is a syndrome called precocious puberty. Happens when gland that controls reproduction doesn't work properly. Some kids start puberty abnormally early, around 8 years old in girls and 9 years old in boys.
Here are some examples of hormones that are produced by the endocrine system.
Adrenaline. Adrenaline is produced by our adrenal glands that increases our blood pressure, heart rate, and metabolism in reaction to stress. Dehydroepiandrosterone sulfate or DHEA is produced by adrenal glands that aids in production of body odor and growth hair during puberty. Aldosterone. Aldosterone is produced in the cortex of the adrenal glands, and it is an important hormone in the regulation of blood pressure and blood volume by increasing sodium reabsorption by the kidneys. Cortisol is the glucocorticoid made in the cortex of the adrenal glands, and it can help to control blood and sugar levels, regulate metabolism, and reduce inflammation. Estrogen. Estrogen is produced by ovary and works to regulate menstrual cycle and develop female sex characteristics. Aids in sperm production. Follicle stimulating hormone or FSH is produced from pituitary glands and controls the production of egg and sperm. Glucagon. Glucagon is produced by cell in your pancreas and works to keep your blood sugar levels stable. This hormone breaks down stored glucose so your body can use it for energy. Insulin. Insulin is produced by the pancreas and it helps carry sugar from the blood into the cell. The cell uses the sugar as energy for the body to work.
So my name is Mina Aitandong. So luteinizing hormone pituitary controls estrogen and testosterone production as well as ovulation. Melatonin pituitary controls sleep and wake cycle. Oxytocin pituitary help with lactation, childbirth, and mother-child bonding. Parathyroid hormone parathyroid control calcium level in bones and blood. Progesterone ovary help to prepare the body for pregnancy. When an egg is fertilized, prolactin pituitary promote breast milk production. Testosterone ovary or taste adrenal contribute to sex drive and body density in males and females as well as development of male sex characteristic. Thyroid hormone thyroid to help control several body functions including the rate of metabolism and energy level.